What is going on, beautiful people? My name is BetSam. This is going to be the UFC 314 betting guide. Strap in. Let's start off with the parlay pieces. First off, we got Chase Hooper, minus 900 favorite against Jim Miller. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I got him at a much better price than this, so I was much more happy with my Chase Hooper selection. However, a good thing has been found by the betting community, so they're hammering Chase Hooper. He's, 16 years younger than his opponent, has the grappling advantage, and in the striking, I think he's going to be able to more than hold his own. Since he moved to lightweight, it seems like he's physically maturing into his fame, gaining strength, gaining confidence. I have no reason to doubt Chase Hooper in this matchup, so I'm taking him here. Very confident parlay piece. My most confident play on this card, and the odds reflect that as well. Then we have Sean Woodson, who is taking on Dan Ige. Sean Woodson has a ridiculous build. Let's address that first and foremost. 6'2" at featherweight, former heavyweight boxer. I think he was 210 or 215 pounds boxing. Now he comes into this matchup here. He's riding a little win streak here. He's going up against Dan Ige. Dan Ige, unable to put it together. Yes, he's had a lot tougher stint than a Sean Woodson, but the reality is, he's still losing. He's still losing to Bryce Mitchell. He's losing to Diego Lopes. He's losing to Lerone Murphy. The wins are different stylistic matchups, and he's still not putting it together. And even if you go back and look at his wins, over Nate Landwehr, his win over Andre Feely, none of them are aging as well as you might think that they would be. So in this matchup here, I think Sean Woodson, in what is primarily going to be a boxing fight in an MMA cage, is going to be favoring Sean Woodson. I like his kicks at lengths. I like his boxing combinations. And I think he might even find a finish to the body. So I'm going to take Sean Woodson here. Parlay piece. I'm quite happy with it. A lot of people might find that controversial that I'm saying that he's parlayable. Then we have Marco Tulio. And Marco Tulio is coming off the destruction of Ihor Peteria. In that fight here, he was beaten on Ihor. He found the finish. He looked like the better physical specimen and the better fighter. I'm taking Marco Tulio here in this spot. Initially, I didn't say that he was going to be parlayable, but as we draw closer to fight night, I feel like my confidence grows in Marco Tulio for better or worse. Then the last one is Juicy J. Julian Erosa. He's coming off back-to-back guillotine wins. The man is feeling himself. He's 35 years old, and he's going to enjoy a youth advantage here, which is a bit of a rare occurrence for him. At 35, he's still going to be much younger than his opponent, Darren Elkins, Darren the Damage. And Julian Erosa, a lot of people are saying that this match is super wide. I think that Julian Erosa only loses when you knock him out, when you finish him. And so, in a fight that is favored to go to the decision, why would I pick against him? His output is ridiculous. His frame is huge. He has submission upside. Give me Juicy J all damn day. Let's move on to the dogs that we are picking. Never mind. I got one more parlay piece. We have Gian Silva, and this one is one that, I'm laughing here because initially I was going to leave this out because I was going to talk about it in an aura farming betting manner. And the reality is that Gian Silva here, or Jean Silva, this is a matchup where you could definitely make an argument for Bryce Mitchell, and I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but I just believe in Gene Silva, and Gene Silva believes in Gene Silva. This man thinks that he is the dynamite in both of his hands and legs, and he looks to hurt people in them. And when you see him hitting people, he's not just touching pitter-patter. When he throws, it is to beat you up. And, those elbows he throws to the body, the knees, the flying knees, all the rest of it. I like Jean Silva here. As long as he doesn't, play from his guard underneath and always creates urgency to get up from takedowns, I think he's going to make this look effortless. So give me Jean Silva to defeat Thug Nasty as the final parlay piece. We got Yan Xiaonan against Virna Jandiroba. This one is, Virna being the favorite, I understand. But Yan Xiaonan, if she stuffs even one or two of the first takedowns and makes her opponent pay, and that's a very important aspect. She's got to make her pay with those hands, light up Virna Jandiroba, get her down the pipe, hit her with a couple of ones and twos, throw a hook in there, see if she can wobble Virna Jandiroba. And if she can get those hands going, I like her here as an underdog. She's an underdog opportunity for sure. Then we got Dominic the Devastator Reyes. Need I say more? This is my underdog opportunity. If you guys want to see a full breakdown of this fight, go check that video out. Great production there on Dominic Reyes as the underdog opportunity of this week. I think he's got the KO upside. He's a great athlete. His takedown defense historically has looked very good. So even though Nikita Krylov is a very good wrestler, I think that Dominic Reyes should have good hips here and be able to stuff most of the takedowns. I like him to win by knockout. Then we have Diego Lopes as an underdog. And this number's actually got a little wider. I didn't update the slide here, but I think he's up to 2.2 on my sportsbook. So, Diego Lopes there as an underdog. He is going to be my pick outright. So, obviously, the value there is on the dog. Listen, Alexander Volkanovski, I just don't think we're going to get the version that we expect of him. I think he's going to turn up here, look to wrestle. It's going to be a little unnatural. And I think Diego Lopes can find his chin or find a submission. Give me Diego Lopes to win by finish. The first long shot life changer is going to be Julian Erosa by submission. I mean, the man's got back-to-back guillotine finishes. He's got amazing front chokes. I think that in this matchup here, he has an ability to hunt for submissions in positions where he might already be partially compromised. So Julian Erosa, if he gets down to the mat, can hunt for submissions. If he gets into a front headlock position, he can hunt for a submission and use it to get up if it doesn't quite sink in. So give me Juicy J to win by submission as the first long shot life changer. Then we got Sean Woodson by KO or TKO. This one is a very spicy pick. A lot of people have been telling me that I'm wrong for this, saying Dan Ige is not going to get finished by Sean Woodson. Sean Woodson has no power, all the rest of it. The shot placement is what I love from Sean Woodson here. And I think that cumulative damage, I'm not saying he sparks Dan Ige, but if he starts to wear on him, rounds 2 and 3, and starts landing to the body as well, sapping away at the gas tank, if he headhunts the whole fight, I don't see the finish coming. But if he targets the body as well with those kicks, gets those toes into the underneath the rib cage there, hits the liver, hits the solar plex, I like Sean Woodson to win this by KO, specifically leaning to a starting sequence from a body shot. Then we got Dominic the Devastator Reyes by knockout. That's my official prediction, so 5 times money for that. I love it. Guys, if you enjoyed this betting guide and you want to see where I'm actually putting all of my money, sign up to We Want Picks Premium. In the link in the description of this video, it is $10 a month. You can use code BetSam to get 10% off, and you'll unlock my bets, my round line leans, my official predictions, as well as my confident picks. You'll also get picks from Angelo from We Want Picks, Jacob from We Want Picks. You get the articles from my boy Adam, a fellow Kiwi. Shout out Adam. And that's it. Why not sign up? It's $10 a month, guys. I'll see you all at the cash counter. Thank you all for watching. It's been a blast. And make sure you pop in and see me during the UFC 314 watch party.